dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thanks, Coach. This challenge begins in the third quarter with 2 minutes left on the clock. You're up 21 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. It's 2nd and 6. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Here's Ryan to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Oh, you got D?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
36. Cut.
On the draw, here's Allen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Ryan into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
You got tight right there.
Gurley again here on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now to throw. Man open, Rice. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Down, ready, back 25. Bring it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Appreciate it, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with only a minute remaining. You've got a big lead. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards there for number 15. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, we are.
Draw play for Brown.
Go, go.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Welcome back live to Orlando. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Ryan. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Ryan. Caught by Cobb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The offense on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That was the 9th play of the drive. And they pick up 9 yards with it. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And this is caught by Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Ryan will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Rodgers throwing here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing again. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin'.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in quarter number 1 with over a minute left. You're down 7, but you're just across midfield. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Blue 58. Check 59. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 25. I'm going to run you over.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. You gotta be physical in order to win this battle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in quarter number 1 with over a minute left. We're still down a score, tied at 0, but your opponent has driven down to your 25. Second and long. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
36 to Mike. Ricky.
On second down now, it's Brown. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They run the draw play. Allen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And Too Tall Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 35. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
How close are you?
If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third and goal, Gurley. And Gurley into the end zone for a race. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up to the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss. Try to follow all this. They drop down the spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first-round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game?
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will jump into this challenge in the third quarter with over a minute left. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And Too-Tall Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And this is good.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing up.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we will jump into this challenge in the third quarter with over a minute left. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. That'll be caught by Rice. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
You can't block me. You can't.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. The ball pop.